Hello, all you fine, beautiful people. I'm back here once again with another reaction, and today I'm going to be reacting to Spectral Mornings Live by Steve Hackett. If you're new to the channel, I play a song all the way through, giving my thoughts and opinions on it at the end. And as usual, if there's anything you want me to react to, just put it down in the comment section. So I have to say, I've reacted to the studio version of Spectral Mornings, and I thought, you know what, let's see if there's a live version out there to react to. I remember it was back when I was just pretty much listening to it off my TV, and the audio quality wasn't great for the original video of Spectral Mornings, but there is a part of me that wants to go back and react to some of those with some of the stuff I know now and kind of just redo them in a way. Like, not that they would be first-time reactions anymore. It'd be more of an in-depth reaction. I know a little bit more of what I'm talking about, but yeah. Steve Hackett, fantastic guitar player, Genesis, solo, everything I've heard by him I actually really like. So I thought, you know what? This is a song that I remember really liking. So I thought, no, let's give it a listen and see how this version sounds. So without further ado, and it looks like it's only from a few years ago now. I'm not sure when this was filmed, but at least it looks current with what kind of looks like his somewhat of his Genesis revisited lineup, so hopefully it's up there. So without further ado, here it is, Spectral Mornings by the fantastic Steve Hackett.
It's funny, you know, sometimes going back doing these things, sometimes we do a shorter version, sometimes a longer version, but I think the completists tend to like the long versions of things. So the next one we're going to do with the intro complete on it, which we didn't do back in the day when it was contemporary. This next one is the title track from Spectral Mornings, so and much encouragement from my friend Nick Beggs, who says he loves this, so we're going to do it for him. Thank you.
So that was Spectral Mornings by Steve Hackett live. Wow, what a song. I absolutely love this song. This song is the primary song we're listening to it, where a song is pretty much written based off of a melody. And it's that guitar melody throughout, kind of the theme throughout the whole song. It just keeps going back to. It's fantastic. Really good command where you're listening to it and it feels like there's not much there guitar-wise, but what he is doing is actually really interesting to listen to, at least as somebody who's played a little bit of guitar, like never on the level of Steve Hackett. But there's something sonically that I've always enjoyed about the song that has kind of this soaring, majestic, beautiful tone. And it says here it's selling them by the pound and Spectral Mornings. What I like here is also listening here, you hear Jonas Reingold's bass underneath this. And I think he's a fantastic bass player. He's played with Steve Hackett, played in The Tangent. Fantastic bass player. Love that guy's bass playing. The drumming on this is really, really good. Like, it's not something that you would say is overly complicated, but there is something that I would definitely say with... I think the right term would be simply complicated, where it's so simple, but there is a lot of intricacies going on, especially on the keyboards. Like, you could tell the keyboard player where he's playing kind of that melody along with Steve, and then every once in a while break it up with kind of like this, what feels like going back to kind of that Genesis little quirks throughout, and just giving it that different kind of keyboard part to it. Kind of gives it another feel. It kind of in a way feels very whimsical. Like, it also reminds me of I said this when I reacted to the studio version. It has that kind of quirky Syd Barrett-ness to it. We're listening to that middle part, or that section after he plays that soaring guitar lick throughout, and then it comes to that little do 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 kind of thing going on. It's really interesting to listen to and to kind of feel within this whole thing. Steve Hackett to me is an absolutely fantastic guitar player that, in a way, part of me feels like, at least in terms of like guys who I think potentially for guitar players, like, is maybe in some ways underrated as a guitar player, just by sheer skill. Like, I don't think there's too many guitar players in the world that Robert Fripp would have given King Crimson to, and from what I've read, Steve Hackett might have been one of them. And I can see why. Like, you look just at his tone alone is really good. And he's always had great tone. Keyboard wise, like, I've always loved watching him in tune with keyboard players, because the one thing I noticed about his Genesis days and to this is how much him and the keyboard tones like to mirror each other. Kind of where does one end, where does one begin kind of thing. But I absolutely love it. This is an absolutely beautiful song. Definitely would be in my top 100 songs of all time. Might even be in my top 50. I just love the soaringness of this. There's that feeling, that free feeling of Spectral Mornings that kind of does feel like it's the beginning of a new day and you're watching a bird fly through the sky. And but anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. Love to know what you guys think. Comment down below. Any other songs live or studio I haven't reacted to by Steve Hackett, put them down below you want, or any other band. I'm really enjoying like what I've been listening to lately, and just getting back into doing this a lot. I really enjoy this. Gives me a chance to actually sit down and listen to something and not feel it's where kind of, oh, where's I going with that? Kind of where I get to listen to this stuff and kind of have a feeling of just variety. Like I notice there's times I do this where I kind of get stuck in a rut of listening to one genre, or it seems in repeat certain artists, and I thought, you know what, this time just gonna listen to really whatever, and even go back, look at some of my previous videos and see, you know what, I'd like to see a live video of that or something. And so that's going to be a lot more of, I think, what you're going to see here. I know for studio tracks, depending, I know there's some bands that I will only be able to do one song reactions for, due to copyright. Like, it's really hard when you have a 3-song reaction and all 3 songs are blocked or something like that to pick out which song it is, or if it's all 3. And so going forward, I think bands for me, such as like the Beatles, that's probably going to be a 1-song reaction. Stevie Ray Vaughan would probably be another one. Man, there's quite a few, but other than that, like, most songs I'm going to do, coming up here next week, I put up a poll on my channel where if you haven't checked it out, check it out, for a 3-song reaction. And it looks like, I believe in the poll was T-Rex, Carpenters, Neil Young, and one other one. And it looks like the winner's Neil Young, so I'm going to be reacting to 3 Neil Young songs. So if you guys want, you can go on the poll. There's still time. I'm going to keep it up for a couple more days, and then I'm going to take it down. The winner is going to be announced, and that's going to be going forward. I'm going to go back. I know there's polls I've done before, and I am still going to do some of those. I think I'm just going to rework some of those videos that you guys have kind of suggested, like studio stuff. I think I'm just going to throw into 3 songs, and just 3 random songs, or if there is a specific one, put it down below. But anyway, once again, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and for listening to me ramble. This is me here once again signing out. Peace.